So today is kind of a rant slash vent slash natural hair chat. Okay, let's get into it. From a young age, I felt drawn to Locs. As much as I loved my loose natural hair and texture, there's just something special about Locs for me. I grew up in a household that complimented, nurtured, and appreciated our natural hair. There was no negative talk about our hair, ever. When I was a little girl, I used to love getting my hair done by my mom because I felt cared for, pampered, and I always felt so pretty after my hair was done. I loved my high puff, I loved my bantu knots, I loved my 2-strand twists. When I was 10 though, I realized that my dream was to have super long hair going way down my back. I saw how much my mom's locks grew each year. I wanted the same for myself. So my mom started my locks for me at age 10. I do remember complaining though, because my hair was taking too long to lock. And back then, they were started with palm rolling or twisting, so it took a while. So each year my hair grew longer and longer and I loved it. By the time I was 18, my locks were super long and that's when I started my YouTube channel. I started my channel to encourage other Black women to get locks. I shared how to style locks, curl locks, dye locks, and pretty much just trying to be a source of inspiration. I felt like, and still feel like, it's really important for Black women to be happy with our hair the way God created us. So even though I love my loose natural hair, it definitely wasn't the way I wanted to wear my hair. For me personally, it was too much maintenance. And I don't want to say that in a negative way, because the fact that our hair requires so much effort is what makes it so unique. But for me, I didn't feel like I could maintain it the way I wanted to. The thing is, I love my hair texture, so I got locks. And what's so amazing about coily textures is that our hair is perfect for locks. I love how my locks make me feel, and I don't see myself rocking any other hairstyle. With locks, I only have to retighten every 6 to 8 weeks, and putting in curls is so easy. Wash day is simple. I can go swimming and not have to worry about anything. And that's why I'm thankful for my hair type and texture, because without it, I wouldn't have my gorgeous locks. So if I didn't have the option to wear locks, I would probably be a low maintenance loose natural. I would wear my hair naturally in easy styles with low manipulation. It would pretty much be the same styles that were put into my hair when I was a girl, just elevated and a bit more mature. Basically the same styles I did, but without the bubbles and little girl clips. Isn't it weird how we have to say loose natural and locked natural and natural? In reality, I'm just wearing my hair. Period. With that being said, I do love to see women rocking their loose natural hair. Honestly, I wish I saw more of that in luxury beauty spaces, but it's almost like everyone I see is wearing a wig or perming their hair or not showing their hair. And I get that it's easier to put on a wig, but is it really? I personally think the whole wig install process is very difficult to do. Now granted, some people do get their hair done by stylists, but a lot of people do it themselves. Anyway, you get my point. I would just love to see more black hair in beauty spaces and in luxury spaces, as well as in movies and TV, of course. Another thing is I want to see loose natural hair and locks shown in a romantic light. We need to move fully away from the negativity that surrounds coily textures. I'm tired of the slave movies. I'm tired of all the negative connotations that surround coily, super coily, kinky hair. We need to see it in a more romantic light. Our hair is so complex, and its complexity is what makes it beautiful. Personally, I think our hair is incredibly romantic. We need to get the people who are in Hollywood, the Black creators, to create films that show black hair in a positive light. It would have such an amazing impact. And I'm not talking about Disney. I'm talking about the actual real Black creators who they have a platform to tell amazing black stories. Let's create new black stories. What happened to the romance that we used to see? What happened to romantic movies in general, like romantic comedies? They're kind of making a comeback now, but we need to get back to the black romantic comedies, like Love and Basketball. Those types of movies, bring it back. We need to see black women in a romantic light, including our hair. I want to see black women on screen with no wigs, just us. Can we do that? I think we can do it. So, do you wear your natural hair? Why or why not? This is a judgment-free zone. I'm really curious to hear about people's origin stories over their hair because I had such different upbringing than I think is common. I never experienced perming. I was always wearing my natural hair. I think I had extensions put in twice, but there was always something about just getting my hair done. And even when my hair wasn't done, I never had the thought of, I don't like my hair. I always felt pretty just with my natural hair. Now, granted, I did sometimes put on like a piece of cloth or ribbon so that it was like flowing and long, but I was interested in the length. It was never like I want to have straight hair, which is why I got locks, like I said, because I wanted to have long hair. Now my goals are still the same in the long term, but short term, I'm just embracing my locks at every stage. So I would love to hear your thoughts on things that I mentioned, and I would love to hear your origin stories. And if you're natural now, how did you become natural? And if you're not, why do you think that is? That's it for this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.